So much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the DA. Take it away. Thank you, David. I think we all knew GA, a shoe deal, would be coming his way at some point.
Well, it's the benefit of being a star in college for 4 years. You've established yourself as a household name, and Jay's people are...
getting more familiar and more accepting of their roles. But I think it's always attention to detail, Kevin. That's really where teams make the most improvement, not forgetting the little things on a daily basis, the habits that produce winning over time.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Parsons against Hernan Gomez. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Here's Jack. He had 15 points last outing. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Fade away. And that one goes long.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Taking it up strong against size, he does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And Plumlee kicks to Hernan Gomez. Barton outside, 6 on the shot clock, and it's off from three-point range. The Hawks trail by 3. Parker finds Jack. Over Morris. No good from Jack. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to Portland.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Barton right side. Misses the wing J.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think...
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. The Nuggets on top, up 3. And we'll be back right after this.
Basketball, like passion, love.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
They've got Nikola Jokic. Bill Barton is out there with Morris. Then there's Grant, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And a change for the Hawks. Murray's checked in. A shot off that time. Good D by Parker. And so Jack will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks, trailing by 5.
Well, the Nuggets were a surprise team to many last year, but they look poised to be good for a long time.
I could not agree with you more. They were the youngest team in the West.
With some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Juan Hernan Gomez in for Barton. Grant the pass to Plumlee, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Hawks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Jack passes to Reddish. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Reddish has got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks. Murray finds Hernan Gomez. Morris outside. 1:07 left in the first half. For 3. Collins grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Hawks?
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance that they show.
Man, what a season it was for the Nuggets and Coach Mike Malone. He helped the Nuggets move into elite status in the West. You know, they went from out of the playoffs in 2018 to second in the West in 2019.
Here's Murray. That one's off, still out of sync.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
"15 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Murray's got 11 points.
And dialing up the 3 ball, he finally puts it into the 14-0 run by Atlanta.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last. The Nuggets with some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Millsap. Will Barton comes in for Michael Porter. And Morris subbed in for Harris. The Atlanta making some changes. On the court right now for the Hawks. Chandler Parsons out there with Reddish. Then it's Jabari Parker. And it's Jack in at the point. Back to Murray. Fires it up. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Look, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin. I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
And Jack, here we go. And the layup is good. He's got 6.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grabbing for air.
Murray outside. Barton wide open. He fires off the left rim and out.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Wasted no time on that one. And now it's a 9-point Atlanta lead. And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jack against Morris. Jack passes to Bembry. Now here's Parker. Hawks passing it around. No good from Jack.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Jokic, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. And here is Murray. He's got 11. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the inside, Jokic. They get it back. Danny battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Now just a 5-point Hawks lead.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Hawks on top, up 5. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 8. Murray outside. Millsap in the corner. The 3. It's rebounded by Herter. Herter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jack dishes to Collins. Back to Jack. Pass to Herter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Jokic, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really...
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Elkins, Mark Catalog, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
I don't know what you said except for
Okay, so how do you think that one went, Hornet?
Alright, just real quick. Let me see.
Yo, what's up, man?
I see you out there doing work. I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
You got it. Come on, man. Come on, ball, huh? Ball up! One more. Let's go! You could do better than that. Now we're rolling.
Hey, I'll see you later.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Shot! Focus! Come on! Hey, it's the ball, huh?
Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's get it started.
see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Right there. Shot up. Fuck down.
Just like that.
Keep it going. Hit me up.
Up and down.
So let's say there's a new player or someone that wants to get better. How do they do that?
Well, the first thing we always recommend is to jump into 2KU. Everything you want to know about the game is in there. So if you go into 2KU, and the first thing you'll see is the training game, and you can go in there and then you'll see just tutorials on everything you want to do. There'll be a little overlay telling you what the move is and how to do it, and it'll walk you right through everything. So that's a great way to learn the basics of the game.
I was on Twitter and I saw your picture popping up so much during the 2K20 Community Day. How do you guys?
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, hi everyone, thanks for joining us on 2K Sport. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys.
He's doing it all, DA. Thanks. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins at power forward with Lan at center. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. Making them what they're going to become.
Yeah, I think for young guys, Kevin, one of the challenges is focusing on getting better every single day. It's the little choices these guys are making. They're going to put in the time to be working on their shooting or their off-the-bounce game or their defensive prowess. Can they be unselfish? Can they be sort of big picture thinking in terms of just not only their success, but the guys around them? That's hard for a young guy.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
Bridges passes to Baines. Johnson outside. In the corner, it's Bridges. And the 3 off target.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
The kick out to Jack. Over Booker. Jack's shot is good.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
Suns trail by 7. Booker looking around. Yep, that one goes. Booker's got 8.
Yeah, the thing about Booker, not necessarily the quickest twitch athlete. He uses that smooth handle to gain separation.
Inside, here's Parker. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, obviously it's been a tough go for Jabari Parker out of the gates in his career. He had to handle a couple of injuries early, but this is a former number 2 overall pick. And what we know unequivocally is this guy can put the ball in the basket. Can he find the right situation where he can flourish?
Diallo, he's checked in for Phoenix. Back to Booker. There's the pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 3. Suns keep it alive. Pass to Booker. He kicks it to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Booker in the corner. Over Reddish. No good from Booker.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Parsons finds Jack. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And Jack drops them both. And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine for combo guard Tyler Johnson.
I don't really limit myself to one position.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Booker and Bridges are the wings. Kaminsky out there with Shaq Diallo. And it's Johnson in at the point. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Andre Ayton's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Kelly Oubre comes in for Devin Booker. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Doubled by Jack. And Rubio kicks to Diallo. Back to Rubio. Passes it to Diallo. Carter against Rubio. Over Carter. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And the first task for Monty Williams is going to be retooling this offense. Plenty of offensive talent here. The team has underperformed on that end for years.
And one of the things he wants to implement, Greg, Monty Williams wants to utilize more movement, right? He has mentioned a style similar to what they ran while he was with the Spurs organization. So don't expect to see any stagnant bodies on the offensive end this year.
And it's time for an injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how DeAndre Hunter's doing. David.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Hawks provided us with some information. He's calling...
Swap here for Phoenix. And the Hawks making a change here.
And it was made clear early on to Ricky Rubio that the Jazz were moving on from him. But Rubio quickly finds a home in Phoenix. 3-year deal for Rubio, who is a good fit with the Suns. Having a real point guard on the team like Rubio should be a huge boost.
And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up really 1 through 5.
Booker goes back up, and he lays it up and in. Baines has got 4 points this quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Johnson attacking. The teardrop falls in. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Jack surveying the D. Baines with the block. Booker against Young. No good from Booker. Right wing. Shoots. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Parker. Reddish has got 5.
Well, the defense committed to Parker, so he beats them with a pass. Beautifully done.
Trae Young, he's feeling it. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just at... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2.
On my chest with my Marilyn Monroe, feel like a star. We got audio.
For the Suns, Sheck Diallo, he's checked in for Saric. Mikal Bridges comes in for Kelly Oubre, and it's Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
On the court for Atlanta, Murray out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Reddish. Then there's Len, and it's Jack in at the point guard position. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A.
Well, you love guys who are efficient, reliable free throw shooters. Devin Booker is not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Ryan Kaminsky, he's checked in for Diallo. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for Murray. And finished off by Collins.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Johnson for 3. Rebound, Atlanta.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Jack with the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in this game.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Collins passes to Jack. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
No good from Booker. Atlanta leading by 20. Parker finds Jack. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Young against Johnson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Bridges for 3. Hands it from downtown. Bridges has got 5.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Booker against Jack. Down low. Deflects the pass. And it's Parker scoring on a gorgeous play. 9 points in the game so far.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
On the wing, Johnson lets the three fly. No good on the shot. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Hawks lead by 19. We'll take a quick break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Frank Kaminsky. And it's Baines in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Doris, who are some of your favorite players to interact with, interview, and question as you go through the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys. I think, certain people really give a lot of thought to their answers. So a Kyrie Irving, he wants to explain what he's thinking. He's willing to share and take a moment and consider the question. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, all of these guys, when I ask a question, Kev, they'll pause for a moment, consider the question, and then respond. And for somebody who's got an interview, there's nothing greater than having those guys willing to take some time with me.
Doris, and you always get great answers from them, too, so there's a great rapport there, I can see. Pass to Kaminsky. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shots good by Baines.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
Atlanta calls timeout. You talk about bangers in the NBA, Doris, the Australian. Aaron Baines, rugged as they come.
Kevy is the very definition of an energy guy. This man is...
So the Hawks take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. In the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time. Have a great evening.
Yeah, the thing with the ankle.